Hey, I'm assuming the mic is working. Hello, everybody. Cranky Stacker. How's it going today? I got sidetracked there for a second. I'm only going to be on here for just a few minutes. I was just going to do a video, but I thought, what the heck? I'm going to get some more practice before I get to 1,000 subs, and maybe we'll just see who comes in. Mishy's here. Jeff Tooley Tiger Thomas. Hi, Jeff. TTT. Thanks for dropping in, fellas. Totally unannounced and all that sort of thing. I'm kind of one of them surprise streamer kind of fellas. I really don't know what I'm doing on this yet, so I'm still learning. Is my microphone sounding all right? It just sounds really tinny to me in the replays. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that other than just be maybe get a new microphone. McDonald Bullion, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it, man. Broke Stacker, hi. Cool. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Thanks, Jeff Tooley Tiger Thomas. Hey, Jeff Tooley Tiger Thomas, how fast? I mean, what other names can I call you? JT? Just because I don't speak very well, very quickly. I don't know. Hi, Broke. Good to see you, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. Again, I'm still learning how to do all this sort of thing. Thank you, JT. Appreciate that. I got a request yesterday. Well, first of all, let me start off with the celebration for Mishy's 500. He did a giveaway yesterday for 500 subs. He's at 519, I think now. He's Mishy 519. And then same day we had the Stacker Social celebration, and I don't know how those guys got through it. McDonald Bullion, I'm sure you were in there. 365, hi. Yeah, thank you so much, Mishy and 365 for the big shout outs today. I saw the post and I really appreciate it. It's coming along. But 365, you guys just absolutely killed it yesterday. That celebration was awesome. And I don't know, is Stack mad at me because I didn't get a response from him. I know he was busy. But I'm just kidding anyway. Y'all are just killing it over there, and that's so nice to see. I can't believe it's already been a year, you know. 365, I remember back when you had your kids playing with the silver on the floor and the set changed a little bit, and then there was the cannonball. I'll never forget the cannonball video. That was one of my favorites of all time. If you haven't seen that one, y'all go back and look at 365's video on that. It was just proof positive that the best laid plans sometimes just don't go. Mother Nature does some things. I have some really big surprises coming up. I can't wait for this big celebration. Hey, Silverpunk, hi. Thanks for coming in, man. This is just totally unannounced and just kind of, it's not going to be a very long stream, but I want to get some practice at doing some live streams and all. And I did want to say thanks again to Check Stacker. Look at the box that he gave me yesterday for the 1,000 sub loot. And there's a Czech lion coin that he gave me to hold until the 1,000 sub giveaway, and that's going to be another one of the giveaways. It is beautiful. Hey, Liberty, LBS. It's gorgeous. I actually have two of them, and I thought about selling them a while back, but I like them so much. But that's the one that I couldn't get to ping for me. So when I titled this, it was chip chat, and there's still well, I got a request from Silver Stacker yesterday for a chip, and I told him I'd explain in a video, so we'll consider this the video. This is the newest cranky stacker. You can tell I got to do some sanding on these, but I'm doing this old school with a branding iron, and it's a difficult process, but I think they're pretty cool. Y'all know I'm just kind of loco. Hi, Joseph Lopez. Good to see you. And then there's this chip, which is the #happily cranky brainchild of Miss Tuli. This is a limited edition as well, and I am going to be sending these out. I've got probably 24 of these made up so far, but I still have about 15 of these left. But the guidelines for this limited edition and the limited edition sticker still hold. You got to do a video and tag it #happily cranky, and tag Tuli in it, or tag myself, and it's just about having fun and making us laugh. Like, personally, I think 365's Cannonball video would have done it, or the chip in the stream. Hey, Mr. Kiwi, I didn't see you there. Jay Parker, hi. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Tech the Coin Hunter, hello. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Res Bobo. No fries, chips. That's right, man. So anyway, that was kind of the point of coming on here and doing a little video. It was to explain the two different types of chips. This one originally started out because I was broke and didn't have the money to spend on these kinds of chips. And I thought, well, screw it, I'll just buy some. I got these at an antique store, and I thought there's got to be a way. And Tuli and her genius figured out a branding iron would work, and picked that up and sent it to me, and it's working pretty good. So that was the main point of doing the stream today. I've got some things in this tube here that I'm going to break out for the hello Primo. Good to see you. I'm going to break those out possibly at the 1,000 sub celebration. I may and I may not. Y'all know that the giveaways pile is really getting bigger, and Tuli's done a couple of pieces that are just gorgeous, and they're gonna be an offering as well. So that's what's going on with that. I will do a short video probably to show everything that's going to be in the giveaways, but it's going to be a great celebration. I'm going to move this out of the way just for a minute, and let's set him right there. Yeah, hey, you can still see it. Good deal. As you all know now. Oh, 365. I wanted to ask you. The guy told me he never got an order for this. Am I supposed to order one of these for you? Anybody else? Email me or put in the comments on this somewhere that you're interested in the Darth Vader. He's got some Star Wars pieces that are just fabulous. But I talked to him, and he said he had not gotten an order for those. So let's see what's going on. Like it up, y'all. Thank you, Liberty Bleeds. Hi, Marshall Vincent. Thanks, Silverpunk. I got that. You know what? I got a problem back here in this corner right here. Every time I move something, something else falls over. But Jamie Frost, sent me this, and I just absolutely love it. He's on my UK side over here. This is always going to be front and center, but along with Thule's things, y'all know where my heart is. It's right here, and in the community, I love y'all, but that's the way it's going to be. That's going to be the set probably for quite a while. And I got a really nice comment from Your Time Is Now, Gooner Girl. I graciously accepted my apology for my Freudian slip in conversation. It was horrible. I was mortified. Said that in another video, so I won't go back there. But yeah, that's it. That's the it's 100. I know this. The Japanese piece is 100. It's a hard word for me to say. Where is it? Yeah, it's a Tenpo Tsuho. And they were made from 1835 to 1870. And he also sent me a little coin that actually floats. I haven't tried that in the bath yet, but I'll probably get to it one of these days. But anyway, if you guys have some one stamp popped out, and hit me it. Marsh, broke. Are you gonna be okay? Did it get both of them or just one? Like mono e mono. Anyway, I'm still practicing on this. I gotta maybe figure out a better setup so I can read the comments and all that. But it looks like people are having some good fun in there. That's really about all that I had on this thing. I want so desperately to show you what I got here, but I can't. I just can't. So y'all will be surprised. It's pretty cool. I did see a picture that I kudos to Miss Thule. My heart goes out to her because I did see a picture of the puppies, and they are so cute. But when I looked in the background, it looked like hi transient. It looked like 8 puppies lived there in that little area. I mean, I can't imagine. They were about half as cute in that picture after I saw the background there of all the stuff she's dealing with. So y'all throw some extra love her way this week, because I love those puppies. I'd love to have Chevy, the little runt there, and he'd be a good dog. But man, 8 of those guys, and you can't not feed them, so they won't do that anymore. But it's an incredible amount of work that she's doing on that. So kudos to her. Yeah, that's bang the thumbs up button. Thank you, Silverpunk. I appreciate it. Lunar Girl also in you guys probably on the UK side recognize the dice, right? I won in her 200 sub giveaway. I won a prize. I got a gram of silver and a great swag pack, and the dice are my favorite thing. But I also got this little magnet here, and it reminds me of a pawn. That would make a really good little mold for a little bitty pour or something like that. But it's a magnet, And if I had a piece of silver out, I would. Here we go. Let's test it while we're live. It's official. There it goes. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Oh, it's stuck to the chip. Look at that. So this is silver. 2.4 ounces. And this is not. I wonder what they put in those to make them magnetic. Interesting question. If anybody knows that, put it in there. Yeah, Jay Parker, Julie is awesome. She is Res Bobo. She does have a great laugh. I make no bones about it. She's my first best friend in the world, and I'm hoping that maybe she'll spend some time with me in the 1,000 sub giveaway. I have so many questions for her and for the community when we go live. It's going to be a tracker in it, maybe. I don't know, Mishy. I hadn't thought about that. I need some ideas from y'all for exactly how to do things. I don't know how to do the duck races and all that sort of thing. So I'm working on learning all those things, but there's a lot of different things that we can do. But I want everybody to have, when we get there, I'm not in any rush now. I've got to be ready for it anyway. But when we get there, throw some ideas out at me. Y'all know my emails, crankystacker@gmail.com. And throw some ideas out there for what you want to see and hear on that on the 1,000 sub giveaway. Well, hang on just a moment. Let me mute. I'll be right back. I got to take this. All right, I'm sorry. I don't have any music to play while I'm on the phone. Sorry about that. That was something I had to take. Let's figure out how to do races on Streamyard. Yeah, broke. That's maybe we'll find a class at the JUCO or something that we can we can take for the for the Streamyard stuff. You know, I was a little disappointed. I wanted to figure out how to do something specific, and I put in a request to Streamyard, and I got a response that was really just like didn't have anything to do with what I asked about. So I was a little disappointed in that, but that's okay. Jay Parker, did you? Are you into Sterling? You got? I see you said you bought a spoon. Frostbite's a Streamyard master. Yeah, broke while I'm waiting on his. While I'm waiting on Jay Parker's answer, if he's still here. Yeah, I know that Gold Sniping Farmer's pretty good too, from what I understand. So, and then of course there's My Silver Journey. He does a lot of live streams. In fact, they're going to do one tonight. And Michi, I'm not sure whether it's 7:30 Eastern Standard Time or 7:30 Central Standard Time. We'll say estimated time. But I guess I could ask MSJ too. He probably would know how to do it. I've got a bunch of spoons that I bought. Well, I didn't buy them. They're from my grandmother, and I have no idea. I do have some berry spoons that I bought at antique stores that are pretty good. They're pretty cool. I just never really thought of them as stackable until I started watching Nickel, and I think KYH in the UK, I think is into, isn't he the young one that is really into sterling and that type of thing? I think it's KYH. Cool kid. Michi's on Eastern time, broke. And hi, Bart. Thank you for coming in. I'm just kind of trying to learn some more about doing live streams. So I started off with a little talk about chips. There's chips, and then there's chips, and how you go about getting. You can request one of these. You got to do a funny video and tag. This goes back to the hashtag Happily Cranky series, and that's on my channel, and you can find the real deal on Thule's channel if you go back a ways. So everybody should go back and take a look at that if you're still interested. I've got 14 or 15 of those special edition chips left. So I'd love to send them out with some special edition stickers and all that. Broke. What time zone are you on? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what time I know there will be a post on Thule's channel about and probably MSJ's about the exact time, so you won't have to estimate the time. EST. Broke's on Mountain Time. Oh, you're in Idaho, aren't you? Yeah, that's one of my absolute favorite states. Anyway, Silverpunk, are you still in here? I've been watching a lot of videos about pouring and that kind of stuff, and I was just wondering, what do you do if there's stuff left in a crucible? Just leave it in there, or do you try and get it all out? Or what if you have some liquid left in the crucible? Do you want to try and get it all out, or does it make any difference? You just leave it in there and heat it up again. I'm just asking for a friend. Always empty. Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's something I've been kind of wondering about. I got a hey, Stacker Man, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. I'm just doing a short live today about chips and the upcoming 1,000 sub giveaway. I should probably get that loot bag out. Y'all entertain yourselves for about 20 seconds here, and I will be right back. I'd sing to you, but I don't want to lose any viewers. So let's see here. There we go. Oh. All right. So here's what we have so far on the 1000. Bart, you pour too? Cool. Yeah, it's not like anything I'm gonna get experience with or anything. It's just it was just a question I had because like I said, I've been watching a lot of videos and everything, and it's just it's tweaked my interest. But did I leave? I did. Okay. So, all right, folks. We'll end this here pretty soon, y'all, so you can get back to doing what you're doing. Here's what we have for the 1,000 sub giveaway so far. I've got a 1957 silver certificate. They're cool. That's a classic year for me. Well, it's a classic year for a Chevrolet. Then compliments of Serpent Silver, and I haven't seen Serpent for a while, but he and I did a deal, and I had some money left over, and so we decided we'd do this. This Prospector round is from can't remember the name of the company. I always forget that. But this is one of my LCSs held this for me for 2 weeks so that I could pick it up. But this is just gorgeous. It's what's one of the metal companies that starts with an M? It's not Monarch. It's Anyway, so we got that. We've got a little, well, I'll just use this one here. We've got a little copper Scrooge McDuck that's going to be given away. We have this is from this is the one from Czech Stacker. This is the Czech Lion, and it is a beautiful coin. Let's see if we can get that. Yeah, there's a good shot of it. And, see if this works. Nope. You know, these webcams are so difficult to get used to. I know how my phone camera works, and that's how I kind of like it. This came from Crafty Stacker. This is a little Ziploc in the shape of a mason jar. This is a 1,000 sub giveaway barter bag, and she was so kind. She gifted my mom the Grandma Cranky and Little Peanut, Miss Lori's little grandson. She gifted them all some very cool Paul Revere silver pieces and some things. But this is a troy ounce. There's a Benji 2/4 and 4 rosies. So it's $1.40. There's a troy ounce of 90% silver here. That's going in. We got courtesy of Serpent Silver, 2-ounce Scottsdale Stacker. That was the first call to 1,000 subs. These things are just gorgeous. Scottsdale Mint does have these. I Know Nothing is a guy in Ireland, that Northern Ireland, that is interested in getting some of these. I may have to figure out a way of picking some of these up or whatever. But these are Scottsdale's just the shit, man. They just really are. And then we have compliments of Stacker Man. This is a 7.8 ounce copper pour. This is a very nice piece. Love this piece. It's part of my set forever now, you know. And he graciously gifted. He sent me 3 of these and told me to give one to somebody. I sent one to Mr. West Texas when his father passed. I thought maybe that'd be kind of nice. That was a cool deal. So let's see where we're at in the chat. Are we back? Okay, still talking about GTG. We're headed out to the fair on this fine day. Y'all have a great day. Hey, Broke, thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just going on longer than I thought I would. So y'all know I like to talk. So that's kind of where we're at on the giveaways, and the piece from Thule is going to be a surprise. Beautiful work. And some other things, I'm sure. All right. Well, listen, everybody, I really, really thank you very much for coming in. I'm, as I said, still in the learning process, but I care very deeply about each and every one of y'all, and the whole community. And I did a post on somebody I watch. Whether you're a spiritual person or not, catch my post today, because it is exactly where this world is today. And listen to the whole thing. It's about a 30-minute presentation, but it is spot on for where we're at. And I don't care what your faith is or lack of faith, whatever. It's just, the guy's just spot on. So if you could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. Let's get Check Stacker to, I don't think he's even got 200 subs. Hold on. That really surprises me, because he is a huge part of the community. Let's get it here. 161. It's got 161 subs, y'all. Seriously? If I could have given him 161 subs myself, I'd have done that. So y'all put a word out for him, because he does the woodworking, the burning, and the you know, just it's just good stuff. So he's a very, very kind person and a huge part of this community, and I'd appreciate you all getting out there and pushing up some subs for him. Donald Sutton Jr. Hi. This is twice I came to check in and it was over. Well, Donald, if you want to hang around, I got a honey-do list. Well, I'm not really a honey anymore, but I got a to-do list. But I do appreciate you coming in, man. I you know, maybe next time I'll do a like a premiere, or I'll do a post and say, hey, I'm going to be live. I just have been kind of doing this because I wanted to just pop on and get some practice at it. So please, all of you, take care of yourselves. Any constructive criticism, any open criticism of how I'm doing this and how I can improve. And if you just plain old don't like my content, that's okay too. Tell me. Let me know what's going on, and we can certainly discuss it. That's something that society's lost the ability to do, is communicate without somebody getting pissed off. I had a political science college professor who always told us discussion should generate light, not heat. And other than my paramedic classes, that's the only thing I remember from college. So it's a good one to go by. I appreciate it, Mishy. I'm going to learn. Hi, Mr. Kiwi. Thank you. Terrible. You know what? I love honesty. I'd rather have honesty than well, some days. I'd rather have honesty than a yes man or a suck up. But I don't think that anybody. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, leave some comments. Help me out here because there is a big party coming. It will not match or rival the Stackers Social thing. It blows me away that they're at, God, 365's at 10,000 now plus, I think. And Stackers Social's got well over 500 in just a year. So they're over on Discord. So go sign up. They got some great chat rooms, some great interpersonal deals and that kind of thing over there. So anyway, that's Mr. Kiwi. I love you, man. That's really going to be about it. Unless anybody's got something they want to discuss, I'll sit here for just a second and look at the chat. And yeah, Mr. Kiwi, Mishy, and I don't mean this in a derogatory sense, because Mishy and I think could probably sit down and compare stories, being the kind of trade that we're in. Oh, by the way, Mishy, are you still here, man? Because I got a story for you, and everybody will. Well, maybe not everybody will appreciate it, but yeah, he and I are birds of a feather, and he just skyrocketed to 500, and I'm so glad to see that. Really happy to see that for him. All right, Mishy, here's the story. I'm going to close it with this, y'all, because this is going to this happened decades ago, and I still laugh about it every time I think about it. So Mishy was telling a little inside story about Code Brown and a peace officer's first responders' biggest personal issue is the belt clips and things like that. When you have a personal emergency going and choose how you want to spell duty, but when duty calls, you got to get there, and that's an issue for him. And it made me think of this. We had back in the day. There are people who call ambulances. Y'all knew I worked as a paramedic, and there are people who call ambulances on a regular basis. Just we call it a horizontal taxi for them. And they're just frequent flyers nowadays would be the term. And there was a guy who was in his late 30s and looked to be in his looked to be in his 60s. I mean, the guy was just in terrible condition, skinny as a rail, and just, I mean, he was a severe alcoholic. And once again, a lot of people can do it, can drink and handle it, and everything's fine. But those that can't, this guy, he actually died in his 40s. But he was in terrible shape. And alcohol has killed another person. But anyway, funny part of the story was he called us one night. He had fallen off the side of a railroad bridge, and it was only about 5 feet maybe to the ground. So we went out, it's this guy again. Okay. So it was a 45-minute ride from our town to the University Medical Center in Columbia, Missouri. And so we went out, scooped him up, did what we should do, due diligence in the job and everything, and really couldn't find anything wrong with him other than, he always smelled of alcohol. But anyway, We took him to a local hospital. They said take him to the med center, which was just like, okay, here we go again. So we took him to the med center and wheeled him in the emergency room, and they started doing their assessment of him, their sorting and triage and that sort of thing of his injuries and all that. He was not injured, but they did want him to do. They wanted him to do a test, and so they handed him it was a cardboard. It was a cardboard thing box, only round, with a lid, and it looked like an old worm container back in the day if you were going fishing. And they sent him to the restroom to get a stool sample because they were thinking possibly a bleeding ulcer or something like that. So he went into the room and he came out in like just a real short time and handed the nurse the sample box, and we were packing up and getting ready to head down the road, and the nurse came back just absolutely in tears. She was laughing so hard, and instead of doing like the number 2 in the container, he gave him a urine specimen in that. So he like took a leak in the stool sample box, and I'm sure it's just a professional thing, that kind of one of those you had to be there kind of things. But I've never forgotten that. It was just absolutely hilarious. The guy didn't have a clue. So, that might have been funnier to me. Donald, you know what I mean with that. Yeah. It was just hilarious. It was, I mean, you couldn't put that in a movie and make it any funnier, because the guy was as serious as he could be when he came out of there. And the nurse just lost it. I think she went on break right after that. Rightfully so. Anyway, all right. Well, Donald Sutton, I'm pleased that you got at least a few minutes, and me and you and Mishy and some others, maybe we should do a first responders chat one of these days, and compare stories. I've had everything. I've had 20 gauge shotguns in my face. I've been slashed with a butcher knife. I've been, it's frontline stuff. Nowadays paramedics have to wear body armor, and we didn't ever have to do that. And it's a low when you lose a patient, and it's a high when you bring a patient back that left for a short time. It's there's nothing like it in the world. And anyway, that's a conversation for another day. But back to the original point. 2 kinds of chips, free, cost you a video, and it's got to make me laugh. Take your pick. Little chat about chips. Kickers. There we go. That's a Thule turn there. All right, y'all. You got a couple of stories, Donald? All right. We will do a live stream, and we'll do them. Because there's shoot, I wish we could all sit down and have coffee and talk about it, because there's just some funny stuff. I mean, there's other funny things that happen too, but that one was Mishy's story the other day made me think of that, and I still laugh about it to this day. All right, folks, I'm going to end this right here. I was watching my very first video the other day, and it's in black and white. And it's a riot. You should go back and look at my very first video. But even in that video, I was saying how I'm going to end it right here, and that's stay safe, shoot straight, keep stacking. Stack the right stuff, y'all. And I'm out. Thanks for coming.